Hi everyone, my name is Haylley Pittam and today with me I have Mushi Harush from Israel, and you are a aqua therapist and an aqua aerobics instructor, is that correct?
Yeah, I am a AEA trainer specialist
Yeah.
for aquatics. Yeah, aquatic
Yeah.
fitness. Yeah.
So when you go to a party and someone asks you what your job is, what do you tell them that your job is? Do you just say that you're an AEA trainer?
No, the truth is, usually I say first I am a physical educator
Okay.
because I am a
Yeah.
PE teacher, and then my specialty is aquatics. Yeah.
Fantastic. How do people respond to that in Israel? Do they know what aquatic therapy or aquatic exercise is?
Yes. We have. I'm teaching from '92, which is quite a long time. At the beginning, they didn't know. That's really funny because when I went to a pool and asked if I can teach their aquatics, I remember one in a hotel. They had a pool, and I went,
Yeah.
and he said, "No, I don't see my, the people of the hotel with the leg up and doing like that." He thought it's synchronized swimming.
Oh, he thought you were going to do synchronized swimming.
So I said, no, that's not that. And I said, bring the members. I will give a free class, and you will see, and we go from there. If they will be interested that I continue, we open a class, and there we go. That's how I began to teach.
Fantastic. So what brought you to it originally? What gave you the idea of getting into aqua fitness?
Well, that's a long story, but I will try to do it really, really short.
Okay.
When I studied to be a PE teacher, I had a teacher who came for a sabbatical from the United States. His
Okay.
name is Professor Lester Rhodes. He's from the United States. And he became like a member of my family, this teacher.
Oh.
He was really nice. And he was alone because he came for the sabbatical. So we took him in our family, and he came to all the feast, well, the Jewish feast, because,
Yes.
So anyway, at what point he said he knew me very good, and I was my specialty was always swimming and all what had with water. I studied in Wingate, everything. The only thing I couldn't, it was synchronized swimming, because each time I went to sign in, there was not enough women or people to
To
go
do
into
the
the course,
course.
so we never opened. But everything else I did. So he said, Mushi, there is in the United States, there is aquatic exercise, and I think this is for you. And I say, wow. So what he did, this guy, and I can say that because of him, I'm the teacher I am. And if you
Oh, that's
know
lovely.
about aquatic exercise, is because of him. So
Oh.
I'm very happy to talk about him. So what he did, this guy, he wrote to Ruth Sova, because then Ruth
Oh.
Sova was the, AEA was
AAA.
hers.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wrote to her a letter saying, please help Mushi Harush in Israel, because she will be teaching this and, making this, that everybody will know what is aquatic exercise and AEA. So he sent a videotape, so I saw how it is, because I
Hmm.
never saw a class. And then they sent me the manual, and I started studying, and then I went to the United States that year, and I
What year
did
was that? What year was that?
92,
In
92, 92.
92.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I went to Virginia and I did the exam, and I was an instructor. After 2 years, this teacher comes to me and I said, okay, Mushi, now you have to be a trainer. Okay, how I do that? He writes again to Rutsov and he said, Mushi has to be a trainer.
Wow.
Because she will be teaching this in Israel. He passed away, but he loved Israel, and he loved us and my family and
Yeah.
me. I was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
like, he was like an angel to me. So
Did he teach regularly? Was he there teaching, or was he just inspiring you?
he was my teacher, not in aquatics,
Yeah.
totally.
No, no, no.
He was a professor at the university in Kingsborough, in Brooklyn, in United States.
Oh,
And
wow.
he came to teach me. He was my teacher, but it was
Yeah.
something I did my seminar. He
Yeah.
was my teacher.
Yeah.
But okay, so no, and he just knew. he just thought I can do it because he knew I love water and I love exercise. Okay, anyway, so for 1 year, I was doing this course, from Israel. They will send me, Mushi, you have to videotape a class and send us with the guidelines of A.E.A.
Okay.
So I do that and I send it. I pass that. And then now you have to give a lecture in English about a theme. I do that. I passed that. You understand? This is 1 year. And then they send the exam. And I went to the university and a professor was looking up. I had to do it in front of him.
Yeah.
I did the exam, which was very difficult. Anyway, and then I passed. And I went to the United States and I became a trainer. That's it.
And the rest of it's history. You're now teaching the courses in Israel. You represent A.E.A. as the master trainer over in Israel, and you network with everyone within Israel to do the courses.
Yes,
Fantastic.
so I teach for many years at Wingate Institute, and now for some years I'm doing independently because I give the certificate of A.E.A. I don't need Wingate as my, head. So I teach in Wingate, but not the certifications, and I teach in all the country. I have a course in Jerusalem, in Granada, in Haifa. I am all over the place.
Amazing.
Yes.
So did you do anything?
I really, you were asking me, when people ask you what you do, what do you say first? And the truth is, I say, I'm the luckiest woman in the world because I do what I love the most. I'm so lucky.
That is amazing. I love that.
That's the first thing I say.
Oh, that's so lovely. So, what were you doing before? What did you have a job, like a different kind of job, or have you always been in the fitness industry?
I was teaching in schools.
Yeah, PE.
And I'm a swimming coach. So I was teaching swimming and physical education for 22 years, many years. And I was also a lifeguard, and I taught swimming for many years. And also I studied to be an aerobic instructor. So, and I was a basketball player. So I was always very busy.
Yeah,
very busy.
Sounds it.
Yeah.
Were you a swimmer as well?
Yeah, I was a swimmer, but just when I went into Wingate, I was swimming for the students. There is a competition between the universities.
Yeah.
So,
What was your favorite stroke?
I do the 4.
Oh.
You know that one?
Yeah.
So crawl and back, and I was in that, and I was more in crawl, freestyle.
Freestyle, front crawl, and the butterfly.
I don't know. Yeah,
butterfly,
all those.
The I.M.
The only one I was not so good was the breaststroke.
That's my stroke.
I'm okay, but I when you do the 4, you start with how you call this?
Butterfly.
Yeah, you start with
fly,
that. Yes, and then you come back with a backstroke, and then you do this, the breaststroke. And so I will take, and there they come to me. And at the end, I will be second or first sometimes, but at that one, they will always, take advantage.
Yeah. Oh. So with the fact that you came from the swimming, you did the basketball, it just seems really natural that you just progressed into doing Aqua Aerobics, which is absolutely lovely. You just kind of fell into that pathway at the same time that it just feels like so right for you.
Yes.
So with all that kind of progression, what have you noticed that has been a difference in the change as you've gone through these years? What have you noticed is different within the industry?
Okay. Wow. Many things. I know how I started at the beginning teaching and how I'm teaching today. How I prepare my classes. I prepare every class. I think that the Tabata and high intensity took a very strong portion.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, people like less that you do choreography stuff. They want to work. they want to be effective and that they come and do. They don't want to see how you do pirouettes and how you do all this stuff. So I really changed my classes, which I like to do choreography, but I felt that it's not good enough. It's not good enough. They really are looking for effective, strong, and good class, and that they feel they do, and less to think. 2 to the right, 3 to the left, do a pirouette. No, they really want to work, and I think that's a different. Also, lots of equipment. I like if we talk about equipment. I like more.
Please do. What's your favorite?
No, I work with the common things. I'm sure you have. You know I have aquafins. I have gloves. I have how do you call this? Noodles. I have gloves. A frisbee. I love.
Oh,
frisbee.
You are very known for your frisbee.
I know. I love.
Is Mushi's frisbee? It's not a normal frisbee, but it's Mushi's frisbee.
Yeah, thank you. So anyway, I love it. So yeah, so there are a lot of things. The trampoline I like very much. The truth is, the trampoline more than the bicycle. Bicycle, I have a problem with the bicycle because the bicycle works in the sagittal
line. Yeah.
Sagittal, how do you call it?
Plane. The central plane. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're working all the time, the same way.
Yeah.
And the inner muscles and the adductors and the abductors are there, but they're not really working very hard. And I need freedom.
Okay.
And the trampoline gives me freedom.
Nice.
I can do this way, I can work this way, I can work all the planes, which I think, because the body moves in all these planes, I should have this possibility, and the bicycle doesn't give it to me. So I'm sorry for the industry. I'm happy, love it, but I love more the.
You're allowed your own personal opinion.
Yes, it's my Everybody can do whatever. I have a bicycle, but I won, and I have one trampoline. I use it more one-to-one. I don't have enough for a class. It's very expensive in Israel. Wow, we don't have an industry that does it here, so I have to bring it from abroad, and I don't know in England.
No, we have something very similar. I mean, we have the Hydra Riders bikes from Italy, and the Hydra Riders are run by a specific guy called Ryan and his wife Natalia in the UK, and that they also do the version of the trampette, and they also do a version of the pole. But we also have Italy and Germany not far from us, so effectively we can get the original equipment because the bike came from the German company and then the pole came from Aqua in Italy, but it's just a little bit more expensive to be able to then ship it all in. But I think it's equally probably just as expensive because he probably puts that shipping cost on his prices as well. But we do have a similar situation, and the United States has the accessibility to a lot of the equipment, and then we have to ship it from the United States. So yeah, I get that same thing.
No, it's really very expensive, but for one-to-one, and sometimes I don't do it a lot, but I do a circuit.
Oh yeah, circuits. Yeah.
So they will have the opportunity to to feel it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think the water is the best instrument.
Oh yeah.
It's the best equipment.
We can do loads of classes without having any equipment. So yeah, fantastic. Do you prefer to do one-to-ones or do you prefer to do groups? Is there an enjoyment?
I love them both.
You love them both?
I love them both. Yes, I don't. For me, it's easier to go one-on-one. It's easier. But so I like to have both. The truth is, but I have my groups. Wow, since 97, I think. I was in Jerusalem. I used to live in Jerusalem. I had a group for 6 years, and then I passed here where I live now, which is more in the center of Israel, like half an hour of Tel Aviv. So where I am, and now I'm working since 97 with the same group. They are coming new, and so that in the same place with them. and I love them. I love them, love
Yeah.
them. Really, I really have to say I'm so lucky. Really, because you know, there are so many people. I don't know. I can say about myself. I wake up and I prepare myself for the class, and I'm happy. I go and I am, yeah,
Yeah, that's a lovely, really lovely
yes,
start to the day if you can feel like that. I
yes.
I definitely have that same enjoyment for when I go and teach my
That's
classes.
great. We are
Yeah.
lucky.
We're
No,
very lucky.
we are.
So, in the years of you teaching and going through the kind of different progressions within, you know, the aquatic industry, have you noticed anything that's been a challenge for yourself throughout this time? Have you noticed that there's anything that's changed or something that you've had to challenge yourself to overcome?
Why? Because of the virus, you're saying? Because
Oh
this,
no, just in
no, no, no.
general, just well, the virus situation, we've got loads of things to try and overcome at the moment, but more the fact of like, more to do with the fact of like how things have changed, how, you know, the industry in Israel. I have no idea how progressive the industry is over there.
I think that the aquatic exercise in Israel became very, very popular. It's funny because if you do Google and you write aquatic exercise, I will jump first.
Yeah.
So they are calling me from all the country, asking me, where are you? And I say, well, look, I'm in the center of Israel, but where are you? So they say, I'm in the north, in the south. So I send them because I am teaching instructors for so many years. I know where the pools are and I am sending them everywhere. And I feel it's like lots, lots. Also, pregnant women are looking for it. And also they are looking for bringing the kids, which is quite new for me.
Yeah.
They're looking for kids to go into aqua exercise, which is lovely. I really love it. It's really nice. So I think it's a good thing. A good thing is happening. They understand the properties and the benefits of working in the water, and they're choosing to come to the water, not only for swimming, which is it's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is really, I feel this is happening more the last years and so on.
So, what is your favourite style of class to teach?
Style, the favorite
Yes.
style. I don't know if I have one because I really, I try many, many different things. I like very much to, you know what? I like to combine. For
Okay.
example, I have one class, it's called Keep Them Moving, Keep Them Warm. Okay.
Yeah.
And now we're working mostly in open pools. And at the beginning it was quite cool. So that was the class I was choosing. So what I do is I do the warm up, and then I do 4 minutes of aerobics, and then I do 4 minutes of Tabata, and then I do 4 minutes of strength.
Oh, nice.
And this is the way I will go the whole class.
Yeah.
So 4, 4, 4, and
Yes.
do it till 1 hour. And I love that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's because it's as I said, it's a combination. It's not only Tabata, and it's not only strength, and it's not only aerobic. And because this is happening all the time, like it's surprise, now we're doing this, surprise, and I think they like it, and I like this combination, which
Yeah.
I think it works very nice, and I really keep them warm.
How do you get your inspiration for when you're tutoring at the conventions? Do you find things in your class that you're like, oh, I really want to keep that going, or I want to work on that? Is there anything that gives you inspiration?
Now that's a wonderful question. Usually, well, I'm going all the conference since '92.
Yeah.
A lot of conference.
That is a lot.
And each time I am there, and I taught in most of them. Usually I teach 3 classes or something. Yes. Anyway, I see things and I say, I receive ideas, and then I say, oh, I can do with this. You understand? And sometimes I ask for for example, for the frisbee.
Yes.
I put it in like from the back door once. And then I saw it worked. I only did like some exercises and I asked to give a class and they didn't let me for 2 years.
Oh.
And then they said yes. And I said, wow, now I know. So I went, and I must say that the frisbee, I saw it the first time in no, not Norway, in Sweden, no, Mushi, in Finland. In
Okay.
Finland, from a lady, very nice. And she showed me some exercises. And at the beginning I said, oh my God, frisbee, I don't think so. And then she did some of the exercise and I said, wow, this is great. So anyway, from there it started. So as you see, we learn from everybody.
Yes.
And we receive ideas. And the point is, like, I tell you, I see a video, for example, and it's funny. I see the exercise and I say, wow, I can do this, 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 and this. And then I see another exercise and I write mine. I say, oh, and I can do this. You understand what happened? This is how it works. You know, I see something, sometimes I have an idea and from there it comes up. This idea to combine things, I didn't see anywhere, but I thought this can work. That was mine. But I learned from everybody. I learned from everybody. Really, I must say, everybody. We learn from all.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's one thing about the convention as well, that it kind of reinvigorates us as well. There's kind of that surge. You meet each other at the IAFC convention, and we kind of boost ourselves, like, oh, I'd forgotten about that move, I'm going to add that move back in, or oh, I really like that move, but I can't forget that I need to try that out myself and see if it works myself. And that convention really does allow us to do that. Really
Yes,
does.
yes. It helps you to, like, you know what happens when you don't do that, when you don't go and study and do things, you keep on doing the same things you love. You know, we have these moves we like, and it's like you stay in that mode. And the only way of opening is opening your mind to other things.
Yeah.
So I study all my life, all the time. Now I'm doing the Linda Huey course.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that one, and I did many. I did the stretching too.
Aqua stretch. Yeah.
I did instructor in the bicycle, and I did instructor on the trampoline, and this is, you know, I always do something when I go to IAFC, and I love it. And the truth is, the other thing that is very important for me, I work a lot with Javier for example, from Spain. We have an idea, and I can explain you. I think that's the best. If you have somebody that you can work together, and you bring an idea, and then he says, yo, you know, and we can do blah, 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 like this.
Oh.
And all the classes we presented together are mainstones for me. Like, it really makes us both grow. Really. We did now a video of partner work.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw it, but it's I love it. I really love this guy. It's incredible. We really fly. It's incredible. I say, we can do, what do you say about this? And then he's silent and said, you know what, Mushi? We can do this, but then we can do this and this. And this is it's incredible.
That's
and it
lovely.
Always works. It always works. He makes me a better instructor.
Oh, how long has that partnership been going for?
Wow, I know him so many years. He was my student many, many, many years ago when I taught in Spain. He's from Spain.
Yeah.
He was an instructor, and I was teaching in Spain, and he was there. And I don't remember how we started, but we, for many years, were teaching at IAFC.
Yeah.
We had a class this year too, which we will do it next year.
Next year.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think I asked him if he wants to do something together. And since then, every year we do something together.
Nice. It's lovely. It's a lovely partnership.
No, it's incredible. I really wish to everybody to understand that to work together with another person, it's two brains. It's much better than one.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that people are are competing instead of working and sharing and do better things.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think we should share and find a partner like you really.
Yeah.
It's great. Like you're working with your, you know, with your mom or whatever, you know.
She's not my mum.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Work-wise. No.
You edit that. You edit that. Take that off.
No, it's fine.
Anyway,
It's known that she's my mum, because the thing is, there isn't any real mother-daughter relationship out there, and we very much got kind of pushed in that line, like, you know, this is Haylley, she's Linda's daughter, so we are known for being a duo together, and we do some things together, and it works really well. And I think one of that side of it is that she comes from it from a very different angle to me putting it in together, and that then forms it to be 100% more effective, because, you know, she's got one view of it, I've got another view of it, and then together it makes it a fantastic workout.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
I think if look, Lester, my professor.
Yeah.
What can I say? He really, it's. I know somebody told me, Mushi, if you will continue, say, teaching so many instructors, at the end they will be competing with you, which they are. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, my answer was, I cannot teach in all Israel. I can't. So I'm happy there are many instructors teaching. It's perfect and okay. So it is what it is, and it's okay. But I really think that I say that to all my instructors when they are studying with me, because my course is 4 months. To be an instructor, it's 4 months. I teach them everything. It's not just they receive the manual, they study, and they come to give an exam. No. It's really...
really extensive.
Yes, because... Yes.
And how do they do that? Do they do it like they have to come and see you every weekend for 4 months?
No. They come once a week.
Once a week?
They come for 4.5 hours. We have the practical part. We can be 1 hour and a half. I teach most of the classes, but then they start teaching the class.
Yes.
Like that. Again, they receive feedback from me and from the students that are in the water. And both are learning, because those who give the feedback from the water, they are saying, look, I tried what you did and it didn't work, or it was wonderful.
Yeah.
So you know, it's win-win. It's a win-win situation. And then when they go to teach, they know what to do. Understand what I mean? They know. They didn't do only an exam, and they ask themselves, oh my God, what I do now? You understand?
Yes.
It's like I felt I have to work differently here, and I'm teaching this for many years, and I know in Israel that when they are asked where they learn, and they say they learn with Mushi, it's like the door opens, because they know I put my heart. And for me, everyone that finished my certification they are me there. You understand what I mean? They represent me. So I put all the energy I need, and I tell them, when you are out there and you have a problem or you need help, please call me. Say, Mushi, what do you think? Is this a good idea? Or this is how I love it. And I really feel that my professor, Lester, it's all about him.
Oh,
because he said Rusova.
Yeah, he supported
he told
you,
her.
And then you're supporting your one. Yeah, that's
and
lovely.
I received this gift, and I have to send it the best way I can.
That's lovely. I love that. Oh, yeah. And the students, do they then come back at all to have like new ideas, refreshers, workshops? Do they keep up?
All the students, well, they don't come all together because it's a mess, but they can call me, and they can come to when I teach the instructors again, because those who studied in even 2 years ago, today it's different. So sometimes they ask me, Mushi, can I come and come whenever you want? And for me, it's good they are coming, because they are trying to keep the level. I also organize an international conference every year.
Yep.
and I bring somebody from abroad. This year had to become Marietta from Australia, Marietta Mahani. I don't know,
Yeah,
Mahani.
Marietta. Yeah,
Marietta, she's incredible.
yeah,
And
yeah. We interviewed her on here. We've interviewed her. Yeah,
no, she's incredible. I
yeah.
love her. Oh, I also work with her together. We will be teaching together. And also Katrine from Holland.
Yes.
And she's has to come again. And I moved the conference to October, but who knows?
Yes, we're kind of in that same kind of boat about October, because October could be, everything could be back to normal as such, and then at the same time October might not be at all back to normal. Yeah, it's a very
If
much.
they said yes, the conference has to be the 11th of October. But if you understand, in quarantine before they can teach, this will not work.
No, it's going to be an interesting time.
It's a crazy times. It's crazy times.
Yeah. So let's go into the fact that, you know, you've been doing all of this teaching and getting students knowledge, you know, out there, their knowledge is high, they're doing all this work. How are you wanting to be known for as you slowly go into a different direction?
I can say for sure that I introduced the aquatic exercise in Israel.
Yes.
I did. And now I have some students that they are teaching. No, not only the classes, they are like, but anyway, I think that is something I gave to this country, and it makes me very honored and happy. And I think, yeah, that's good enough.
Oh no, it is, and it's lovely. It's lovely to have that. I just obviously wanted you to, you know, have that, you know, that thought process of, you know, when I do finally give up, which I can't imagine us all any of us really giving up Aqua Aerobics, to be honest. I'm sure we'll still be doing it when we're 100, but there's that element to where we will just slightly turn it in a different direction, and we might end up being a lot calmer or doing more therapy work. But you did bring it to Israel, which is fantastic. Along with obviously having Ruth Sova behind you at the beginning.
Yes, no, she's wonderful, and also Julie and Angie, when they took over and what they did with I don't know if to call it, with the organization, with the association, they really made it so big, and they did a wonderful job. And I love to work with them, really. It's funny because at the beginning, when I knew them, they were also trainers.
Yes, yes.
And
oh, because you'd have seen all that progression for themselves as well.
And then they became my boss.
Were you there before they came into it?
Yes. I was there since Ruth Sova was. I don't remember the year. I think in '96 or something like that. It passed to them. I'm not sure. I really don't remember which year it was, or '94. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But when I was a trainer, I was for Ruth Sova. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And Ruth Sova also. Wow. I am so grateful for all this knowledge and all these people that I met. I you know, Javier and you know, and everybody, all these people from all the world. I taught in Australia now. I was in Australia.
Yes, Dom mentioned that you went over there.
Oh, what people. Wow. So I really am grateful that the aquatic exercise brought me
around the world. Yeah.
Yes. I'm so grateful, really
Well,
to know all these people that love aquatics and love their job, and they do such a wonderful job, and they study all the time and they learn, and wow, incredible people. Yes, really, I'm grateful.
It's lovely. It's so lovely.
Yes.
So if you could give one tip to a new instructor, what would that tip be?
Never stop learning.
I love that.
You know why? Because I think that the moment you get into go to work.
Yep.
I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Just go to work. Mm, you like it's like the fire goes like this, closes, the fire
Yep.
goes down. But if you keep learning, you're all the time trying out new things and new ideas, and I see, I don't know. It's like, for me, it likes, wow, wakes me up. Like, oh my God, I will try this. We'll see how it works. And it's, I'm really 64 now, which is, it is,
Amazing.
and yes, and I run, I do, and my instructors that learn,
Yeah.
they look at me and they say, how you do this? They are like dead after teaching 10 minutes. They say, oh, how you do 1 hour? And I think it's the love. It's the love to what I do. I'm very lucky.
No, it's shown throughout this whole interview. So it is a lovely interview to have with you, and I am so grateful to have the time to speak with you on a one-to-one.
Thank you.
And obviously, when we're back at IAFC next year, we're going to have a big old celebration, and we'll be there.
Okay, it will be great.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Of course. Thank you so much for doing this, which is, I think, I was thinking you are in England, I'm in Israel, and it's like so far away, and we are so near. Incredible.
Yeah, and it's lovely to be able to meet all these people around the world and have these conversations. We all love Aqua Aerobics. We have our passion there. We want to be able to help people. We want to be able to get more people to the water. And we want to, or as A.E.A. says, unite each other and get everyone coming on board with doing more Aqua Aerobics.
Of course, of course. It's I don't know. It's really incredible. Really, really. I can say today I had a patient, I don't like to say that. I had working with somebody.
Yes.
And he was doing like a mountain climb movement.
Yeah, yeah.
With the hands. He's afraid of the water. And I don't know, I told him, let's do something. And I was crying because he was afraid of the water, and he was doing the movement like incredible. Like I can explain, but he went out because he finished. And I said, I cannot explain you what you did today. You just jumped so far away from what you were doing. And today, wow.
The progression.
I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. All what we do, we touch souls and we make them feel efficient and that they can do. We do an incredible job, all of us. Yes, we are very lucky.
Well, on that note, I'm going to let you get on with the rest of your day.
Thank
and I'm going
you.
to say thank you
so
very much.
And thank you for asking me. And good luck for everything. And I hope everything will open in England and you'll be able to also do what you love to do.
Yeah, I've got no idea when I'm going to be back teaching. So fingers crossed soon.
Yeah, so I do for you. And good luck. And thank you so much.
No worries. Have a lovely evening. Take care.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye.